We're going to be now looking at substitution word problems. So with this type of problem, we're going to be doing two different things. We're going to be writing an equation or equations, and we're going to be solving. So if you look at our first problem, it says Lily goes to a clothing store to buy shirts and shorts. Now, in order to write an equation, we need variables. So I am going to call X being shirts or number of shirts. And Y I'm going to call number of shorts. So it tells us she buys two more. So we're adding two. She buys two more shirts than shorts. So we know that she has more shirts. So shirts is X. And since she has more shirts than shorts, we're going to go Y plus 2. Because however many shorts she has, we're going to add 2 to it in order to get the number of shirts. That's our first equation. That's actually the harder one. The second one tells us she buys a total of 8 items. That means that X plus Y equals 8. Now, that right there is the only new step. Now what we're going to do is the same thing that we've been doing for the past couple days. We're going to solve by substitution, meaning that we're going to take the Y plus 2 and we're going to substitute it in for the X in the other equation. So what we get is Y plus 2 instead of an X plus Y equals 8. I'm going to add the like terms. So I have 2Y plus 2 equals 8. I'm going to subtract 2, and I get 2Y is equal to 6, meaning that when I divide by 2, Y is equal to 3. Now I know the number of shorts. There are 3 shorts. Now I have to find the number of shirts. Well, remember, there are 2 more. So if we use this equation right over here, and we add 2 to the 3, what we get is 5 shirts. Now, just to double check that we did it correctly, remember that there's a total of 8 items. 5 plus 3 is 8, meaning that we solved it correctly. Looking at letter B, it says Grant received $49 for his birthday in bills of $1 and $20. He received one less than 5 times as many ones as 20. This right here is the difficult question, or I should say difficult equation that we're going to come up with. But before we start that, let's define our variables. We'll call X number of $1 bills, and Y would be number of $20 bills. So when we're looking at this, he has 5 times 1 less, meaning subtract 1. 5 times means we're timesing it by 5, as many $1 bills as 20. So that means in order to figure out the number of $1 bills, we're going to take the $20 bills, we're going to times it by 5, and we're going to subtract 1. That's our difficult equation. The other one's a little bit easier. It tells us that he has $49. That means that when we add X and we add Y, we're going to get $20. Sorry, $49. Now the problem with this is that X is $1 and Y is $20. So we have to just make a special note of that. Writing the equations, I think, is the more difficult part. Now we're going to be solving it. When we're solving it, we're solving by substitution. So we're going to take our expression, we're going to plug it in for x, and so what we have is 5y minus 1, plugging that in for the x, and then we can put the 1 in the front if we want. Then what we have is 20y is equal to 49. We're going to add the like terms. Obviously, this would stay the same. So if we're looking at this, 5 plus 20 is 25, minus 1 equals 49. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 to both sides, and I get 25. 25y is equal to 50. I divide by 25, so y is equal to 2. So that tells me that I have two $20 bills. Now what I need to do is I need to figure out the number of $1 bills. Now remember, we used this equation right here. So if we're trying to find x, and we have 5 times 2 minus 1, that right there would be 10 minus 1, which is 9. So we have 9 $1 bills. Now, just to see if we're doing this correctly, it should total $49. We have two 20s, which is 40. We have 9 ones, which is 9. So that adds up to 49.